Imagine Davido singing without a beat. It wouldn't. It wouldn't exactly be your cup of tea. Do you get me? But
You don't ever hear person
Shizzy
talk
and
say
the likes and everyone they've all worked with has made it bangers.
Davido know they do a
I
cappella.
know shit to Davido, but
Davido know they do a cappella. Popsy, do you know at one point in my life I wanted to make music?
I mean, it's something you can still do now. When you
Not
say
with
make
this
music, in
voice.
what way?
I wanted to like sing or probably be a rapper or something. The way
How
you
did
do.
that go?
Of course, now I'm here. I'm making music podcast. So
You're still in the music industry that way,
one
so
way or
it's
the other,
transferable
right?
skill.
So then I couldn't rap, I couldn't sing. So I thought, you know what? Probably I'll just like produce music. But they said if you want to produce music, you need to learn to play at least one musical instrument. So I thought, let me play the drums. And my surname is actually Ayoinka. Do you know what the meaning of Ayoinka is? Do you know what it
Drum?
means? It means surrounded by drummers, actually. Surrounded by drums. So I thought I would pick up drumming, but that didn't go well also.
As a kid, I was in the choir. I'm not sure you know that, but I was in the choir. I used to do choreography as well, but that was short-lived. Then as a teenager, I used to, I had someone teach us the keyboard, or would you say the piano? But my sister flourished more in that one. I gave up at some point. She's a better
You can
keyboardist,
you can
so
pick it up again. It's not too
nah.
late.
No. This particular one, what is dead has died.
You
So
could
I'm
pick
not.
up something easier, probably like the harmonica, like the band did. Maybe you can try that.
I don't know. I don't know. I might think about it. But I still know like some easy songs that were just more of the where you just had to feel around the re mi fa sol la ti do, that kind of thing. Like
Okay.
those ones where you just
You need to play something for us on the show one of these days. You bring a keyboard and
I don't have an instrument around me.
I'll get you one.
But the
I
drum
said,
will be pretty easy. The drum will be pretty easy. You know, everyone will just form it, keep their hands like this, and they're trying to go around the whole drum thing like in
mhm.
church and stuff. But that's about it for me, I beg. My
You
singing
know,
voice is terrible, but my singing in the shower is top notch.
making music involves like a lot of people. Why is it so difficult for us to just find one? We have like the singer themselves or the rapper, the singer, then you have the music producer, you have like the engineers, the mixers, the sound engineers, and all of them come together to make music. But the funny thing is people only remember the singer.
Yeah, that's because they are more like the face of the music, the face of the song. They are the ones that will probably go on shows. The producer will just do his thing and sit back at home, you know.
But I mean, the singer cannot flourish without the
The sound
producer.
engineer, the mixer,
And
and all of that.
yes, but the music producer, the one who makes the beats and arrange the song, can do without the singer. You would agree with
Oh,
me?
that's that's correct because we've seen a couple EPs, couple albums that have just been by a producer, like actual no artist on it, no singer on it. It's just instruments. And Sikak David did that,
Uh-huh.
and Jules they did that earlier this year, and I'm sure there are some in the past that have done something similar. So yeah, the music production, the producer can do without the singing, and the the project will still slap.
Producers are so important that when Whiskey left EME, one of the first set of people he worked with, you could see him hanging around with were music producers like Malik Berry and Legendary Beats. That's how much they were important to the game. And their collaboration gave us some bangers.
I think I remember Malik Berry very well. Malik Berry gave us the matter. Remember
Mhm.
that jam? That was a good bop.
Very
Then
good
he
bop.
gave us One Life as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were like proper good jams for Starboy when he just recently started the label.
Yes.
Then was it? Oh, come on, Legendary Beats, the national
Before
anthem
you
of the
even
country.
go into like the big hits they produce, I mean, you know that era of Whiskey where he was like making songs like Maya. I
Yeah,
just randomly remember that era. I'm like, wow, some beautiful songs came from that era. When he made Maya with Mute Legendary,
yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyable song. And then you were going to mention the big hits that Legendary Beats produced with Whiskey.
That, well, I need to stand at attention for that one because that's supposed to be national. That's supposed to be the national anthem of the country of Nigeria.
It is.
Ujuelegba.
It's so you know, when that song dropped, I didn't catch on with it at first. And then
Why?
I don't know. Some songs are like that. You know, you just don't get the vibe at
Well, they
first.
they
And
usually
then
say whiskey song grows on you.
no, that was after Made in Lagos era, I think. When he was Drumpy Don't Dop, Makrumo, it was not growing on you.
He hit the ground running from day one.
Those was immediately bangers. But since Made in Lagos era, it will grow on you. But growing on you is not a bad thing. Also, I think you can always give people listen to song now and they are judging the song after one listen. You know, so
So is it because it was now popularly accepted or widely accepted? That's when you say, okay, let me join the bandwagon. That's for Jojo.
Uko, you know what? People will support you when you're pushing to get to the top. But when you get to the top, that's when the criticism increases. That's the thing. People want to see you shine, but when you start shining, they start overly criticizing. Have you
I'm a
noticed?
shine when I'm a shine.
That's the issue. A lot of the emerging arts now, when they are making music, people are supporting them. They're saying, "Oh, he makes good music. He makes like incredible music." And eventually, when they start popping, people are like, "Oh, he's rewarming his sound. He's making the same music 90 times." You know, it's always like that. It's always something like that.
Yeah, but I
Uh,
think that's where sometimes a good producer or a producer comes and flavors things up. Like you
yes.
can see when Wizkid worked with P2J for the Made in Lagos album, it was a really decent, like it was a well thought projects. Like you could see the synergy from both artists.
I didn't expect that. You know, P2J was producing more for Burna Boy initially. And
Oh,
then I
really?
just saw, yeah, and then I just saw P2J and Whiskey making music together. You know, before you hear the music itself, you would have seen like pictures of them together in the studio, locked in
Yeah.
and stuff. I was like, oh, what to expect from P2J, because we've always known Wiz with like legendary beats, Malik Berry, and then SARS at one point also. So with P2J, I was wondering what would this sound like, but it was incredible. I mean, it's made in Lagos. They gave us
No, that
good
album
sound.
was it's a really good album to be honest.
Yeah, I think someone that worked well with Wiz also was P Prime. They made like most of the
MMS.
song on. Yes, there's MMS, the one with Ashake. Do you know that song spent 62 days? on number one on Apple Music.
That song, every now and then I still spin it because after Ojuele, I think that song is maybe second contender for the national anthem, to be honest. Oh, yellow.
No. Don't let people hear you. They'll be like, "Where's Bonner Boy's Yay? Where is Bonner Boy's Last Last?" Those are contenders
Okay, year
for
before
national
MMS.
anthem also. And for
Year
the
before
broken-hearted
MMS.
people, they'll tell you last last. You don't cast.
Burna Boy also had his fair share of producer synergy. You know, when he
Mhm.
was like always with Lyric. His Lyric called the
Yes.
paramedic. Once you hear that, you know that it's going to be a proper jam. It's going to be a really decent song.
Yes.
But
I
I think Burna Boy has tried a lot of producers aside Lyric.
mhm.
Like every now and then you still see Lyric on his jams, but Burna Boy has gone across so many producers. Tails, KLP, you know, just a couple of producers like that.
It's important to not, I mean, you can work on a particular project with a producer. You know, we've mentioned how Wiz worked with P2J to make that album. We know about how Don Jazzy was the one producing mostly for the Mohit Arts then.
Yeah.
And but if you make an album with a producer, wouldn't it be nice that for your next project you switch it up a bit and work with a different producer?
Some people will always say you don't change the winning formula. What me I think, what me I think with regards to the whole album thing, aside the producer, there's something I noticed on Timidakolo's album. I can't remember the exact album, but it's a very decent album. But you can tell that it wasn't the same sound engineer that or the mix and mastering engineer that mastered the entire album because some songs are high, some songs are low. And like
Mm,
let's say you play song A, right? Your
yes.
volume is at 50%.
Uh-huh.
It's good. When you get to
Yeah.
song B, you might have to raise your volume to 80%. So it's a decent album, but the mixing wasn't perfect. And that's something people should consider. Then you can flavor it up with like working with other producers. That's calm. That's all right. But try to use the same sound engineer, the same mixing engineer for the whole album. So everything is consistent.
I mean, I know you enjoy when artists, when a singer and a producer work together on like a project. It gives it like this, um, it flows, right? It's
Yeah.
like coherent. You know that, oh, they work together to produce this body of work rather than having like several producers on your album. You know, when Olamide was coming up, he was working a lot with Young John, and you could sense it from the kind of songs they were making then.
Yeah.
Young John and Olamide, they like make some incredible songs at the beginning of his career. But to switch something up a bit, he then moved on to like Fuse. I think those are the two major producers that were working with Olamide
Yeah.
then. And I feel like at one point you could just tell that, oh, they understand each other perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
It
No, that's true.
flows perfectly. And Lil Kesh also worked with Young John. That album, Yagi, Young and Getting It.
Yeah.
You would agree with me that that's one of the best albums made in the Afrobeat
From
space.
Lukesh. Oh yes.
Yes. Not just from Lil Kesh, like in general. it's a, it's a
Like
really good
in
album.
Afrobeat space, Yagi is the best album.
Yes. No, not the best one, like one of the best made.
Hmm. I'll think on it.
You give me your decision. You give me your opinion at the end of the episode.
Oh
I give you time to
yeah.
think about it.
No, I'll get back to you probably after this episode. I have to look at some other albums like that. You know, you've always said something
Mhm.
that whenever you hear a SARS beat, you know it. Like you don't
I
even
mean,
need to be told
I
that
can,
this
I
is
can
SARS.
tell.
So there's a uniqueness for the producers. Like you always know, aside their signature, like Fuse will say, Fuse, Mr. Producer, Reedy Makulayo, um, London, you hear London,
If
once
it
you hear all those
sparks, then
things,
it's
you just
gotta
know.
be.
If it sparks, then it's gonna Larry pull the paramedic, call the paramedic. So
What is
it's
Jazzy Zone? Don't
on
Jazzy
Jazzy
again.
again.
Dun, my
Yeah. I think Ricardo Banks sometimes used to say Don Baba J, something like no, he
Yeah.
had like quite a
He
few.
had a couple. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But
Or
it's just that
if I have
standout.
Jazzy producing for me, I think a lot of the song will just be me hyping Jazzy. Jazzy on this beat, take back.
Jazzy will.
You need to let people know that it's Jazzy that made these beats. I can
Oh
afford
yeah.
Jazzy.
So we've had quite a number, or we still have a number of brilliant producers. But
Mm-hmm.
like you said earlier, it's just unfortunate that it's more the singer that shines. It's
Mm-hmm.
more the
That's right.
singer that everyone is, you know, just particular about. Meanwhile, the guys, the brain, I like to say they are the brain, to be honest,
Yeah.
behind the work. They are not
Like
really head
they are
of,
the central midfielder. They are the one controlling
yeah,
all of it. You
that
know,
kind of thing.
you were saying something about me knowing if this is a SARS produced song. It's SARS uses a lot of heavy drums in his songs. I mean,
Mm.
um, whenever I listen to a song and the drum is perfect, deep in my mind I just know, this has a touch of SARS in
SARS on
it.
it.
Yes. Um, Jews earlier, you mentioned Jews. Jews uses a lot of this traditional sound. Maybe sometimes you hear like the shekere. Do you know what shekere is? It's like this
Yeah.
thing they hold and play with. Like it sounds like sometimes he uses like bongos. You could tell that he uses a lot of like traditional sounds in his
So
music.
you see, as it's funny because just going back to what I said about winning formula, and since you're talking about Jews and SARS, right? If you
Yes.
notice, SARS is more of an experimental guy. Like he has the basis, obviously, he uses the drums and all of that. But Jules has always stuck with that percussion. He has always stuck with that particular sound where from the moment I knew Jules from Leap of Faith, the EP, up until the last one he dropped earlier this year, he has not changed that sound. And for me, it doesn't sound monotonous. When I heard Guan, that's the song with Burna Boy, I said, Jules, who are you?
Do you remember this Ojeko EP that we listened to together? Do you remember how
Yeah,
we felt when we listened to that EP?
yeah,
Especially that song that had Mologo. I think that's where we discovered Mologo, right? On that
yeah, true.
Ojeko EP. And then he had that song with Adekunle Gold. Once you hear Juice production, you just know this is Juice. He also produced for Wiz on Made in Lagos. Also, he produced for Wiz. He even had Wiz on his on one of his songs also.
Yeah, Jules
It
has
was
worked with
the
everybody.
I think this is a Jews episode. No, but Jews is what they hype, you know. I mean, um, one of my favorite producers is Saz. I love Saz. I love what Tempo is also doing with Omale.
Normally,
Yeah, and I I always respect Jews because Jews just and I think he has like a lot of EPs he has made on his own.
yeah,
Where I was reading this article about why a lot of producers are now making EPs and they are featuring artists. They are featuring singers on it now. You know, the way it used to work then was this: when you want a producer to make you like a beat and produce a song for you, you pay them. Like, let's say, for example, you want to make a song now. You go to the producer, and the producer says, "Oh, I am going to." for you to employ my services to make this song, you're going to pay me just 30,000, let's say $30,000. You understand? And
Mhm.
it's a one-time payment.
Yeah.
If the song is used in the future for advertisements, it's used on in a movie, it's used for on the I mean other things, it's sampled. The producer doesn't get anything else. All they have is that one time
Payment.
payment. So if the song becomes a hit, they don't get anything from it. It's just so a lot of artists now, producers thoughts to themselves. "Hmm, how do I make money? How do I make more money? Just
Yeah.
paraventure, this song becomes a hit." So some of them they signed contracts to include royalties for further earnings, future earnings. But what some of them realized is, I think the best way for me to earn a lot of money is to make my own song. You know,
And
have
it's
my own.
it's a very brilliant, sorry to cut you short. It's a very
No
brilliant
problem. Yeah.
idea because just like we've seen Jules has couple EPs, SARS that we all know, he just dropped an album last year. Like, I mean, obviously we've had times where he gave us things like Good Morning, My Neighbor. You know that rhythm
Yeah. Yeah.
uh, project he dropped. So it's
Yes.
really good. Fields gave us Finesse, the one with
Mm-hmm.
Benson. So
Mm-hmm.
it's really decent. Young John is now a singer. I mean,
We are
Fields
going
too
to
is
get
also a
to that.
singer.
That's an old big topic. you
Yeah,
know.
Malik Berry is also a singer.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes.
So I
Because
don't blame them. I don't blame them because if you chop me once, if you pay me once, I go chop only once. You go to chop forever. Like you'll be eating
yes.
on and on. So
Mm-hmm.
it's a brilliant idea. As long as you don't necessarily need to sing though, but this is my
Mm-hmm.
work. If he plays
Yeah.
in the club, if he plays on
Mm-hmm.
an advert or
Mm-hmm.
wherever, it's my work. I'm still collecting the cheddar for it, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's a lovely one. I think
Even
more producers should go by
Pokoli,
that.
who is a hype man, still wants he wants Pokoli
Exactly.
wants
Pokoli has
music
his own
money.
songs.
He'll pick artists and they will just it's not just producers who have done this. I mean, there were periods where we saw like music execs like just have like artists come together, the producer, the singer, they come together, they make music. It's owned by the music exec just to earn money for himself also. I mean,
Hmm.
Larry Gaga does it. Larry Gaga did it
Oh yeah,
with
Larry Gaga does it.
Davido. He did it with Wizkid. By the way, Larry Gaga, Davido, Do. That is my jam. Play that song anytime, anywhere. I am losing my
I
mind.
have two ones that could be good contenders as well. Larry Gaga, Joe Boy, Larry Gaga, Wizkid.
I mean, Larry Gaga, though, that's my own. I like the one with Whiskey too, but Larry Gaga, Davido, though. Oh, there is even a tweet from Whiskey saying Larry Gaga, though, is special. That's how good the song is.
No,
I,
like it's a very it's a good thing to be honest to go that route. You try and you can't up
Mhm.
your earnings not just from oh Baba how far do one beat for me now that kind of thing. Yeah, so it's a brilliant one.
yeah, we've also seen things like Ejoya, where like platforms just put artists together to like make music. They put a producer, they put the artist together. I wonder what the split sheet is going to look like there. Who gets most of the earnings? Is it the platform? I wonder what
I'm
it looks like.
I'm thinking this is how I see Ejoya and I like what they are doing.
Mhm.
It's like they are spotlighting these artists because they do it like a set. So you know how you just graduated from uni and they say 2020 sets, 2021 sets. So they could gather like maybe 10, 15 artists and just say, okay, you guys make a couple songs, we'll form it into an album and we'll put it out there. So I think what they are doing is more like a spotlighting platform. If an upcoming artist sees that opportunity, I don't think they will hesitate to jump on it because we have the bigger platform, or Ejoya has the bigger platform, or something similar to Empower as well, what Mr. Easy is
Mhm.
doing. Everyone is talking about Shamo now,
Yeah.
you know. So it's man. Big ups
And I
to all
think
these guys.
is it similar to what SARS does with his academy? I mean, P Prime came out of that. You said Tempo and Kelpie came out of that also, right?
He KLPS, yeah. Man, thinking of it now, you can see that SARS has done. Oh. He has
SARS has
outdone
been
himself.
around. SARS has been around since. Who- Do you know who produced Kakovi chicken?
He has to be SARS now.
It's SARS. It's SARS produced Kakovi chicken. I'm going to ask you this question, maybe a dumb question.
Hmm.
SARS Don Jazzy. Who do you have? Who are you going with? On the spot.
Okay, so I'll first answer like, you know this popular lyric, they act like two legends cannot coexist.
mm,
So
mm,
SARS has a specialty, Don Jazzy has a
okay.
specialty. I'll try to explain.
I'm
So
listening. Oh.
Don Jazzy is a guy that will give you a proper studio album. He'll produce a
Mhm.
proper studio album for you. You see what he
Okay.
did with the band. You see what he did with Motion to More Hits. Like, he'll be the executive producer. He'll give you everything, and the album will come out top notch, right?
Yes.
SARS
Yes.
is the guy that will give you a prodigy. He'll give you KLP. He will give you Tempo. He'll give you P Prime. Like, he will give birth to more producers.
Okay.
It's not a bad thing that SARS is doing that, and Don Jazzy cannot. I can't think of any other producer that you can say Don Jazzy put out there. So everyone has their strengths. SARS will give you, he has those singles that the whole country will have them on lock. Don Jazzy has that, but he
Mhm.
does that in a full studio. Don Jazzy is the full package.
So
He'll give
Don
you in a
Jazzy
full
is
album.
like the better music executive, like the better label boss.
Yeah, more like that. He
Yeah.
can do both. He can be a label head. He can be a producer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I don't want to say anyone is better, to be
Okay.
honest, because really both of them they are beautiful, they are wonderful, they are
What about
excellent. In
if we
fact,
go song for song, like we do a top three SARS, a top three Don Jazzy? Who are you going with? Who do you think wins?
hmm, it's going to be a tie.
Ah.
Hmm. Bumper to bumper, Don Jazzy.
My first one will be Come Closer for SARS. Going head to
International
head with
reach.
bumper to bumper.
International reach. Okay. Okay.
And
Suddenly the
if we want to
bunch.
take it back, if we want to take it back, I'll give you SARS. Kondo da Green. I'm giving you
Right.
big
Okay.
hits that
Since you
that
gave me
turned the
international
country.
reach,
Mm-hmm.
what's that Kanye West, is it Jay-Z song that Don Jazzy was
Oh,
also in the production?
oh, he co-produced that song Lift Up. That's a big one.
Okay. All right. So at
Like
least now we
if
are we're on
if
par.
you're if you're taking co-produced song, then I'm going to mention one of SARS co-produced songs that probably one of the biggest plays in the world. He co-produced on One Dance.
You,
how do
you're
you
a Drake fan.
how,
Oh. This one, you're
how
a
do you
Drake.
top
You're
this?
bringing out the songs Drake. Ah.
he, I mean, he doesn't get like the full production credits for One Dance, but he co-produced on it, and that's a big deal. I mean, one of the biggest songs in the world. But
No, why I went international, I wanted to show you that Don Baba J also has international reach.
yeah, yes, he has that. I mean, I'm not going to say I can't sit down comfortably and tell you that SARS is better than Jazzy. I'm just joking because I feel like what Jazzy has done is I don't think anyone can replicate it.
No,
That's massive. No. This guy basically single-handedly like made an entire era. I mean, others were producing then, Ike Dairo and the likes were producing then, ID Kabasa, but the hits in the country at that time, Don Jazzy again, man, he's always
Like once you hear it's on Jazzy again, just go and sleep
just forget.
because it's a banger.
And he was producing for Wondercool. He was producing for Ikechukwu. He was producing for the band. He was producing for all these people all at the same time. And he moved on from that
Oliver
set.
Twist. Why did I start slow?
You forgot Oliver Twist. Well, Stars also produced Song of Life for Wizkid. So Stars has that too.
Oliver Twist later has Snoop on it, no?
Yeah, there was a remix, refix, so many. So many. I
No, we
mean,
have to give both of them credit for where credit is due.
and the longevity is insane. I mean, Jazzy doesn't actively produce anymore now, but I still know deep down he's still like he has his hands on a couple of things, but
Yeah.
the longevity is insane. You just have to agree. So I when I realized it was SARS who produced Kondo, I was like, what? This guy has been around for this long?
For
He
that
produced
long, yeah.
Kondo, he produced Kakobi Chicken.
Mm-hmm.
That's just it's insane longevity. And it's still producing till now. I mean, we just had Protect SARS at all costs, where he has like bangers. And then
Yeah.
you know that song, Happiness, Refiness,
Yeah,
My Life,
Ashake
No
Ghana.
Stress. The one with the drums on that song, whenever you hear it sounds, it's just amazing.
Otutu, Otutu, Owole.
And then he has prodigies like P Prime. One thing I love about P Prime is how he samples like old music on his records. Maybe
Mm,
it's interpolation, maybe it's actual sampling of the song, maybe he's looping a particular beat, and it's just I think at one point it was just all P Prime. He was producing for Rema, he was
yeah.
producing for Ashake, he was producing for Wiz, he even produced for Asha. The song I love so much, I don't know. I think it's one of P Prime's production.
Is
I
it the
would need
one,
to
that's the
confirm.
one with Wizkid?
Yes, it's the one with Wizkid.
Oh, I
So,
don't go.
yeah. I don't
Yeah,
go where I won't go. That's
yeah.
a way to.
But
Hey,
Forever, leave London forever.
you
Yeah.
you feel like it works better with Rema, right? Yeah,
Leave
London
London
works
for Rema,
better.
yeah. Rema, London and Rema have this synergy. They have this, like, I know what you want. Same way Tempo has the synergy with Omale. Like,
Mm,
it's smooth, you know.
mm.
Not be the one where going to affect your throat. It goes in.
But
It
do
will
you
go in
think it's
straight.
time for Omale to like work with other producers? What do you think?
Yes and no. Because Tempo gave us Waste now.
Yes.
Waste, the song from late last year.
Mm-hmm.
And Omale changed his sound, but Tempo was still able to stay.
Was that like a big change? I mean, I could still tell it's Omale. Apart from his voice, this is an Omale's record. It's not bad. I enjoy it, but I could still
Yeah.
tell it's Omale. I could still. I
I
love
mean,
the way song.
he could work with other people, to be honest. There's no
Mm-hmm.
crime in that. But I just
Yeah.
feel like the person he has worked with the most and the person that understands him the most is Tempo.
You always like to do something. You always like to pick artists, musicians, singers that can work together, like maybe a rapper, a singer, a rapper, an R&B artist. What about like, tell me like your favorites you would like to see a singer and a producer work together? Maybe make a project. I mean, you have the
Ooh.
ones where SARS has made songs with Loje, he has made songs with World.
World.
Who would you like to? Maybe like a Don Jazzy and Whiskey. What do you think?
That would be great because that's two big heads coming together.
Okay.
But I don't know if I'm inclined to that one. Yeah, I would rather have more of P Prime and Wizkid.
They made most of
More,
made
more,
in
more. They've not made more than five
they
songs.
made more love less ego. They made more it was the one working with Wiz mostly on more love less ego. So
Then that
I think
means,
is locked in already.
yeah. And P Prime too has done a lot with Ashake as well. Was he?
Oh yeah, yeah. More the album before this last one was mostly P Prime. It was mostly P Prime. His sophomore album, he had his debut album. The
Yeah.
sophomore album was mostly P Prime. So he has worked a lot with P Prime. What about like a P Prime Burna Boy? We've not seen a lot of that.
Oh, that's a good shout.
Yes.
Yeah, that should be proper. That should be proper one. Because Burna Boy flourishes with everybody. Tails,
One
Tails on Twice as tall. Burna Boy, they
yes.
did they made magic. They did
Mm-hmm.
something really decent. So
Yeah.
lyric, there'll be like Burna Boy has worked with almost everybody. I don't think he's picky when it comes to producers. So, he has worked with
Ah.
Mike Dean.
He has worked with Mike Dean.
Yeah,
How did I know this? Because I follow Mike Dean a lot because he's like always been around Kanye West and all. So,
yeah.
but he's worked with Mike Dean. Mike Dean does a lot of. Sometimes he does more of mixing and mastering. He was the one who mastered ASAP Rocky's last album.
Last album, yeah.
So yeah, he was the one who mastered it. But sometimes he produces. Sometimes you listen to a song and you're just like, who produced this song?
Yeah, we'll do these beats.
Who
Sam
do
Clef, Noni.
Popsy, who produced Rapid Fire? Santi's Rapid Fire. Who
No,
produced
I
it?
know, I know. Ah, that's another contender for national anthem. Hold on. Odunsi.
Odunsi. I mean, Odunsi has worked a lot with Santi, but this is not. It wasn't produced by Odunsi. It was
Sant
produced by
Santi did it himself.
Genio Gambino. It was
I
produced
don't
by
know him.
Genio
I don't know
Gambino.
that guy. Okay.
What about this one? Who produced Cash App? Bella Brothers Cash App.
Top six.
Ah, yes. Top 6 did that. One more, because I know you're a music head. Your head full, music full up.
But how did I miss Rapid Fire? I'm disappointed in myself.
No, come on, come
Or
on,
maybe
come
he has
on.
another name, the Bambino or the Gambino, what do you call him? Maybe he has another name.
Junior
But
Gambit, he
no
might.
problem. What's the last one?
Um, Let me make it a bit hard. I want to do something that will twist your head a bit. Back when, Davido, who produced it?
That was his that was what he was doing before he actually became a singer. Davido
It's-
did back when now.
Davido did it himself.
You can see that. Listen to that beat. Doesn't that beat sound like Davido?
You tear my head.
No, but definitely it's Davido that produced it. I'm sure not a lot of people know that that was like his inception to production, and I'm thinking that's the first and only time he tried it.
Someone else who produces and makes a lot of his own music is MI. MI said he has actually had a hand in most of the songs he's
I
ever
thought that
made.
would be Jesse Jaggs.
Jesse Jacks produces and makes his own music. MI produces also. MI produces also. It's interesting.
Fair,
I mean, Thames does the same thing. She
yeah,
produces some of her music and she sings on it. We've had like a couple of people who do this now, like they're producers and at the same time they make music. And some of
yeah.
them are crossover artists completely. I read this article and it says Young John was actually a singer, but there was no breakthrough for him.
Then he
So
went to production.
then he went into production. And when he got like the money, he had the money to push PR and all those things. Then he went back to like singing. So
I saw a post one day, and I know it's a shade at Young John, but I just have to say it. The person said Young John has released the same song 50 times from Uloma up until this Blue Disco. I'm like, bro, you guys need to calm down.
Popsy, I'm not going to comment on that because I have things to say, but I don't want to be too harsh. I don't but Another thing is sometimes people can be too critical of these
Yeah.
singers. You understand? They
Yeah.
can be too critical of them. I mean, one thing about Young John's voice is he has like a very different voice. You can always know that this is Young John when he's singing. So
Hmm.
when people hear that, they always feel like he's making the same music, whereas it's just his voice. I mean, this new blue disco sound, you will agree with me, like it's more the jiggy bop sound. And
His name
um
is literally Jiggy.
Jiggy. It's a jiggy bob sound. I mean, it started with that song he gave
Wait, is that
to.
where you got your Jiggy? Okay, no, your Jiggy is from
No,
Kida
mine
Quiz.
mine mine is from Kida Kuds.
Okay. Yeah.
He stole it from us. Young John stole it from us. That song he gave to Olamide was actually a Young John song. Then Olamide decided to put like more people on it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was where the sound started from. The sound he used mostly on the Blue Disco album. You understand? So, but before then, it was a bit different from what he was doing on Blue Disco. But people are too critical of, when they hear this person, like I said, they want to see you shine. But when you start shining, they become they become overly
They
critical
become
of you. That's the
critical. Yeah.
thing.
They start expecting like, okay, try this, try that,
Mm-hmm.
try something new. I don't think it's everyone that can do the
No,
trying thing. It's not everyone.
no, no,
Another
not
person
everyone.
that also switched from production and gave us bangers. This aside Young John now is Malik Berry. We spoke about him earlier, but
Yes.
he started singing Echo Miami, Control. He was on Juice with YC. Like Malik Berry was on a run. That's I think 2016, 2017, if I'm not mistaken. Like was giving us good EPs, good songs that
And then it
will get you
disappeared.
moving.
What happened?
I don't know. I don't know. He even had times where he sang with some UK guys.
Uh-huh.
But all of a sudden, Malik, maybe now he's strictly into production or something, but the singing part of Malik Berry, no one really talks about it anymore. And that's unfortunate. I don't know.
I mean, at one point, the summer unlocked its Balik burial.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't want to wait for nobody. Mm, mm, mm. I just want to dance with
that's
you,
with you,
mommy.
my baby. Popsy. I mean, Malik Berry had us on it in a chokehold like this.
Yeah.
Hey.
Echo Miami.
See
Nah,
songs.
like good old days. Like it's just
Omo, Malik Berry, wherever you are, come back. Oh. We miss you.
we miss you, Malik.
Like you need to come. See songs. What about your favorite boy? This one that has a song with Benson. I know you love Benson, and this one has a song with
Who's my
Benson.
favorite? Feels.
Yes. I mean, Benson is your favorite, and this person has a song with him. So,
You know, the snippet of that finesse song
mhm.
before the actual song came out. I was already ready. I was ready for it. I said, if I broke, now my business.
See song.
He said,
Songs.
FINESSC.
Oh.
No, Feels has been good. Like similar to Young John, where
Uh-huh.
they started off as producers,
Uh-huh.
switched to singing, and they've given us bangers within those periods. The thing about Feels is the switch in his signature. Feels, Mr. Producer, read,
He's had a
read,
couple.
yeah, read Makula, yo, that kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
Like
Uh-huh.
once you hear those things, you know that it's going to be a very
It's going to be a
decent
banger.
one. Yeah. Another person. Let me see if let me joggle your memory a bit.
Okay.
Who produced "If" by Davido?
Techno, right?
Yeah, Techno Miles.
I read something about that. Actually, they said like he prepared the entire song and then he took it to Davido. He gave
It
it
sounds
to.
like a techno record. It sounds like a techno
Oh.
record because when you think of Pana, Diana,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
all those songs techno was releasing that time, and you hear "If I Tell You, Say I Love You."
That was the pom pom sound now. Pom pom.
Mm-hmm.
Boom boom. My money.
Yeah.
Hey, Popsy, we've had musicians that have ruled the industry at one
Oh
point, maybe
yeah.
for a short period of time, but they absolutely rocked it. You know, you mentioned Malik Berry, and when Malik Berry had like Eco Miami and the rest, it was crazy. And
Mm-hmm.
then when techno was on top, also, wow.
2016. Can't forget the year. Baby Pana. Hey. Say she like a cassava. Oh,
You know,
more.
one of my favorite deep cuts of maybe not a deep cut because it's actually a hit also from techno is skeleton. He did the skeleton, skeleton. Oh,
No, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. You did. Yeah. No, we've had good eras, we've had good runs, and
mm-hmm.
nah, producers day,
And
producers day.
producers define like this period. You know, um, when Ashake came out, it was the Amapiano sound. And do
Mm,
you know, like we don't really own the Amapiano sound. It's a sound that we adopted. You understand? So
yeah,
our producers were able to like adapt quickly and they were producing massive Amapiano hits.
yeah,
You know,
true.
something that was not like typically our sound. And they were producing. I mean, look at when after Wiz made in Lagos, you know, he used like a lot of trumpet, he used like a lot of sax in the song, in the production. And
Yeah.
other artists like other producers like, oh, this is a good sound. And they incorporated that into like a lot of immediately you could see that people started making like mid-tempo songs and they were putting sax in the music and they were artists in the Afrobeat space, they are exceptional. I mean, they make like
No, you have to give it
amazing
up to them.
music. I yes,
They know
yes.
how to adapt. Even like recently, last
Mhm.
year, maybe this year, sort of, you see SARS doing like house. He's trying to incorporate house into his mixes and and it's been really good. So their ability to adjust is really good.
There's this EP you sent to me where these two guys, one was producing, the other one was singing, and
Oh, the comeback.
house.
Yeah.
It's the house. It's a house production. I mean, that's a Nigerian artist too, right? Both of them, they are
Yeah.
Nigerian artists. And
Dolapo Martins and what's the DJ's name? But yeah, those ones were actually they actually tried. It's like their induction into a proper Nigerian house because house is
yeah.
more of other African countries, but this was like pure
And
Nigerian
then
stuff.
we have like producers that can diversify. I mean, JC Jax will produce his own album, rap on it, make like rap beats, and then he produced Oleku. You know, like these
Yeah.
artists are magical. The same thing Jazzy was doing then. He would produce like for Ikechukwu will rap on his song. And then the next thing is producing a very R&B song for Wande Cool to sing on.
Yeah.
Do you know how exceptional that is? SARS will do the same thing also. And then there are people who are just masters in their craft, like mastercrafts.
Mm. That's another that's
He will
another
produce a song
producer.
like he will produce a song for Hallelujah for what's his name? Bella Shmurda, and then he will go on to produce like an high life sounding song for Flavor. Do you
Yeah.
understand how creative and exceptional you have to be to do that? These people they're magical. I mean,
I think some of them probably what happens is during production, they're just like, nah, David will get this beat. Nah, David, I will send this beat. Yeah. I think that's what's going through their head. Like,
oh, that
I know who
reminds
this
me of
one get.
something. You know, I told you there was a time I had like this music phase where I thought I was going to make music. I mean, it wasn't
Yeah.
like a long term phase, but then I was like, he was my brother and a guy that wanted to be a rapper. So we'll go online, we'll check YouTube for like
Mm,
Kendrick Lamar type beats.
Mm.
SARS type beats, Davido type beats. So you're not wrong if you say that producers make like these beats and sounds, and they're like,
Specific for artists.
yeah, I have this person in mind when I made this. You're not wrong at all.
No, it's a smart way. It's a smart way to. Well, I mean, I've spoken about this on the pod before. I think SARS did not exactly know who he was making bit of life for. I don't think he knew because he
It,
has said it that he tried a couple artists, but it's only when Wizkid came on that the thing clicked. So there might be times you just be like, I think this was inspiring me. Let me make a beat about it, and you make a
he
beat.
got the click.
The Midas
You've seen
touch, yeah.
you've seen that interview where they asked Ronaldo like, why is he not married to his girlfriend yet? And he said he's waiting for the click.
Oh, good. Yeah, you really need that click. You really need that click.
Wiz gave SARS the click. That was interesting. Yeah.
I mean, there's been loads of clicks in terms of artist, producer kind of thing. Shizzy gave us Damiduro.
Oh, brilliant.
What's
Ah,
his name?
Popsy, before you
Kobamza.
continue, do you remember that time during the COVID era, I think, where SARS and Shizzy were doing, they had their verses. Interesting times. Yes.
Yeah, like SARS played an unreleased now. The unreleased
Mm-hmm.
version of, was it One Dance or Come Closer? One of them.
It's one dance. That was how
Yeah.
I knew he co-produced on
And
it, in fact.
everybody just, we closed the shop.
4 billion, oh, come on. 4 billion on that song. Come on.
Yeah.
That's,
Del B gave us Mad Over You.
oh, Popsy.
I will take you back, Abby.
You didn't take me back.
I'll give you another one. Young John gave us Shakiti Bobo.
Oh, come on. See songs.
And
Okay.
let me see, should I give one or two more? Let me try. Don
Okay.
Jazzy gave us Surulere.
Mm. Give me the last one. Give me one
The,
more.
the last one is unbelievable. Kobam Zasukwa gave us Jailer.
Kobams.
Yeah,
Kobam sings also sometimes, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Kobams are so cool. We really are talented producers. Come on.
Oh, yeah,
Nah.
yeah.
We are talented producers.
And we
So
didn't even
many.
mention this STG guy that was from SARS Academy.
Okay.
So, like, there are loads of producers out there.
Yes. So many. And it's not just the fact they're working with just the Afrobeat producers. Some of them are actually working with artists that are not like based in Nigeria or based in Africa exactly. I
Yeah,
mean, some of them are working with people like J.O.S., people like, like Skepta. We even forgot to mention like SARS was the one who gave us energy, bad energy, stay far away, the one we
yeah.
used. You know,
Wiz.
you listen to songs and you pick out the lyrics. You know all your snaps that you used to send. You're reciting the lyrics on those snaps. When I listen to a song, I don't like catch the lyrics immediately. But you see, one of the songs that I took time to actually learn the lyrics is Bad Energy.
Skepta finished work on it now.
Wiz got a house full of freaks. That's why I haven't been around.
For a week, I'm making pounds in my sleep, and at the top of the mountain is peak.
Oh, SK level, I'm feeling special. No, come
Special.
on. No, that song, that's Uko continue because if I keep talking about that song,
you're getting your feels just speaking of bangers, speaking of
Oh,
what producers can do.
yes, yes,
I
yes.
mean, shout out to everyone putting out or producing music, giving us these bangers. We are always fond of just appreciating only the singers, only the people that actually do the shows, do the tours. But come on, guys. Sometimes it's the beat that makes a song bang, to be honest. Imagine, God, this is a shit. Imagine Davido singing without a beat. It wouldn't, it wouldn't exactly be your cup of tea. Do you get me? But
Mm, you don't ever hear person
Shizzy
talk
and the
say
likes and everyone they've all worked with has made it bangers.
Davido no they
I
do
know
a
I know
cappella.
shit to Davido,
Davido no they do a cappella.
but but yeah, producers have worked with a lot of diaspora artists. They've worked with people like NSG. They've worked with people like Manuel's. We've mentioned some other ones. SARS has been on Davido and Wizkid, so Wizkid and Drake's song. Don Jazzy has been with Kanye West. He has been with Jay-Z. I still feel like producers should do more with the diaspora guys. We have a lot of Africans, we have a lot of Nigerians, we have a lot of Afrobeat artists, singers who are in the diaspora. So I think it will be really nice if we get more of that producer and diaspora singers, diaspora artists. We are looking forward to that, to be honest.
That brings us to everyone's favorite part of the show, the
Yes,
song
yes,
of the
yes.
week. Uko, give it to them.
So our runner-up for this week is Bank of America by Shay Vibes.
Mm,
And the song of the week is Steph London Benson, What's Poppin'.
wow. Good songs.
Right, guys. It's another week, man. Feel free to tell Dele and I what's popping. And see you in 2 weeks.
I love you guys. Hello, everyone. Welcome to your favorite music podcast. Hear me out.